Boom! What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larson with Secret MLM Hacks Radio, and I am excited for today because I want to hit one of the topics that get asked the most. Steven, how do I find more prospects?
If you're like me, you know MLM is an amazing opportunity to grow a real asset for yourself. But you also see that there's huge issues starting to emerge. Like, why haven't big MLMs let tactics change in over 30 years? Or why have they been cutting commissions smaller and smaller? Or even, how dumb is it that old MLM rules say you'll get in trouble when you use the internet to grow your team? These are some of the blaring questions we all face today. This podcast will show you how real MLMers like us are waging war on the old dying methods. And we aren't cheating by only bugging uninterested family and friends. Follow this podcast while I expose the shocking methods I'm using to build my 10,000 person downline and get people begging to join my team daily. Here's to the new tactics without all those old, rusty MLM shackles. My name is Steve Larson, and welcome to Secret MLM Hacks Radio.
Hey guys, I am really pumped for today, honestly. What I'm excited about is this is obviously one of the biggest questions that all MLMers have, and it makes sense. In fact, I remember this, the first MLM I ever joined, I went and I talked to friends and family, and I went and I talked to, this is years ago, and I went and I literally walked down Main Street, and a lot of you guys know those stories. But when I was done, the biggest question that I had was, how on earth do I find more people to go and pitch, right? How do I find more people who are interested in this? And the game became, it makes sense why traditionally MLM says, go get your friends and family and get them on the phone call with me. And then when they come in, go get their friends and family. Like, we are all each other's lead gen. The problem is that you end up getting a lot of people who likely most of the time are not actually that interested. And so what I wanted to do and what I set out to do, I remember I was sitting on a couch. It was in a cold apartment in college. It was freezing. It was the middle of winter time at 2 a.m. And I had this thought, what if I was to combine a lot of what the info product model is on the internet with MLM? And what if I was to use some of those to go and sift and pull, right, people who are more likely interested in what I'm doing? And so that's exactly what I did. And that's actually what Secret MLM Hacks technically is it teaches some of those methods. So what I thought would be cool is, now I know the video quality of what I'm about to go share with you guys, it's not awesome, okay? Just know that, okay? But the principles are awesome, okay? So we're gonna cut over to a video, and it's actually me going through and answering a question to somebody in the course. And they're asking, Steven, how do I get more and more people? And that's covered in depth in the course itself, but I took the time to kind of go through and go a little more in depth. So anyways, we're gonna go through a few specific strategies, and I want you to understand, if these sound like, whoa, why would you do that? Understand that the reason why my stuff's been doing so well is because I am actually following the info product industry, right? The info product model, and I attached MLM to it. Right? So a lot of the things you'll see is you're going to see well, I would create this and I put this together. And they're not orthodox. Okay. It's very unorthodox ways of pulling out leads and getting people to you. And at the time of recording this right now, I'm still getting 3 to 4 people asking to join my downline a day that I've never met. So this has been working, and we're about to cross 900 people. It's been that way for almost a year and a half now. That's a lot of people, man, right? And I get to go in and choose the ones that I think will be good for the team, rather than me going to them and saying, please join my downline. Please join my downline. I need the commission, right? I don't have to do that crap anymore, and I haven't had to for a long time now. And so that's what I'm going to go share with you guys inside this episode. Again, I know the video quality on it kind of sucks a little bit. Just bear with me, okay? The content is really good, okay? Stupid Facebook wouldn't let me record things very well at a high level. So anyways, we're going to cut over there right now. And then also, if you guys would like to, this is a very soft pitch. For Secret MLM Hacks is a program for those of you guys who want to do more things on the internet and actually bring people to you. And a lot of it involves building what we call a sales funnel. And it shows you how to do that, how to put all the stuff together, how to position yourself in the market, how to actually do the marketing in general, how to make yourself an authority figure in the MLM space. This is a soft pitch for it, but I'm just telling you, what you're about to go see is from Q&As from those. So anyways, if you're interested, go to secretmlmhacks.com. Let's cut over the video.
I go in and I create stuff that is a little bit more pricey, not really high, but a middle. People pay for it. After that, I introduce them. Hey, you want to join my downline? Boom. That is what feeds the application funnel mostly. The only other place where they learn about where to apply it and join my downline is my podcast. I talk about it several times on my podcast. Some people are just like, man, I love this guy. Yeah, I've been listening to like 80 episodes of this dude. He's in my ears. This is incredible. Everything he says is awesome. I want more of his stuff. How do I join his team? And they'll just go right in and join. That's awesome. Some people, though, again, what I'm trying to do is two things. I'm trying to get paid to prospect, okay? And then number two, I'm trying to be able to pay more to acquire a customer than entire MLMs can, because MLMs don't know how to do this stuff. They have no idea how to do any of this. And so if I have a machine that pays me for my time to prospect and I spend time with them, then I also have a machine where I can spend more money profitably to acquire a customer into my downline, because I treat it like a product, like a real business, not just like, yeah, come do like a little hobby. No, if I can tell it's a hobby for you, you're not my downline, right? I'm here to grow. I'm here to explode. Right? I'm here for dominators. I want to take over, right? That's my mentality. And I'm vetting them out a lot of times through the application itself. I'm reading, I'm like, man, this guy seems lazy, gone, right? Man, this guy, you know what I mean? So number one, like I said, I'm trying to get paid for my time by doing a paid prospecting product. That vets out customers, that vets out a bunch of people. Then I want them, and I also want to be able to spend more to acquire a customer than entire MLMs are able to. I'm already doing that, and I'm only one guy, okay? They're a whole MLMs. I'm spending more to be in front of people than they are, right? Both from a content perspective and an actual money cost to acquire ads perspective, okay? I put them into my downline afterwards, or I see if right, I have them apply to go into, hey, go to the recruiting funnel. Awesome. From there, when I know I've been soaking up a lot of my hot market, because that's the strategy, okay? I just want to soak up hot market first. That's the easy money on the table. Don't trip over dollars to pick up pennies. There are people who love you, who want to be a part of your world already. Let them in, right? Let them buy from you. Let them join your stuff. Let them get in and understand who more you are and get close to you. That's awesome. Most of the time, you're building your frontline leadership, okay? But pretty soon, even the best marketers run out of people, right? So I have to figure out how to widen the pot a little bit and go a little bit more warm market. When that happens, that's when I go and I start creating a whole bunch of small front, which you guys are going to start seeing me do this year in the next 3 months, okay? A whole bunch of small front end products. They're not to make me money. It's to attract a wider pot of person. Guess what? And some of them are like, this guy's awesome. Let me listen to his podcast, see if he really knows what he's up. Some people are going to be like, this thing's awesome. They bought the same thing. And he's like, oh man, let me just go join him immediately. Or someone's like, let's see what else he's got. And he goes and they get this other thing. You know what I mean? I'm providing multiple options for people to purchase and give cash as a way to raise their hand and say, I'm serious about this. I'm making them apply to come on in. So it's not like set in stone, you know? What is typically very detrimental is when someone starts at the bottom because they can't spend any money. There's no leeway, right? Don't start at the bottom. But then also, please don't think that like it's always set in stone. Some people are like, man, I'm gonna make something mid-tiered and then I'm gonna go down straight to the bottom. That's fine if that's what you really want to go do. But honestly, what I do is I like to think through and be like, what will get people so freaking excited? What will get people so like, what is sexy that I can hand people to? And they're like, man, I want to be a part of that. I want more of this guy. This guy's awesome, right? They go in, they buy that, and then I'll introduce them typically in that order, usually. Go apply to join my downline, right? Because I want them to know what I'm about, what I'm not about, right? I'm not going to be standing here teaching them, when you're face-to-face with your friends and family, here's like 3 phrases you can say to mind control somebody into your downline. I hate those books. I have a bookshelf. One of the shelves is half full of garbage like that from experts in this industry. And I think I'm throwing a rock right now. Whoever was asking that, I'm throwing a rock right now. I think it's dumb. I don't believe in mind control. I do believe in persuasion, but I'm not going to work hard. The way I bring somebody in determines what they're going to do afterwards. So if I make it easy for them to come in, I make it easy for them to fail. If I make it harder for them to join my downline, and there's all these little tiny things that I'm like, okay, are you really a good fit? And if you're not, like, are you willing to be moldable quickly into a good fit? I remember I'm building my business, right? And then all these things are going on ahead of time. When they actually do have the event of joining my downline, it immediately sets up a ramp, right? It's kind of like this, right? I was in the Army. I went to basic training. When I went to basic training, let's compare. I was 25, okay? I was already 25 years old. I was in college. I was married. I had a kid. Contrast that with 99% of everyone else who was there, who was 17, high school dropout, maybe got their GED. Mostly a lot of them had a note coming in. Okay, the mentalities are 100% different, right? The way we came in mattered greatly on the outcome. Okay, it's so very much the exact same thing. A lot of these guys, they try and fight me as soon as the drill sergeants turn around. A lot, for real, right? And they try and fight me and they gang up on me or whatever. Papa Larson's a big boy. I can take care of myself. So I was always fine. Okay. But I went in and because of the way I came in, all these drill sergeants put me in charge of stuff for freaking ever because they trusted me because of the way I came in. Okay. It's the exact same principle. Okay. I do not want someone to come in my downline. Like when someone sneaks in and I can tell they like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want people, but I'm building rock stars, right? And I'm trying to take people who maybe they're not publishing, but I'm going in and I'm being stickler with the way they enter because it determines how much I have to put back in for them to keep doing stuff. If I don't want to cattle prod people for them to do stuff, I got to get real serious on cattle prodding them before they come in. Okay? It's like a terrible graphic. Anyway.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please remember to rate and subscribe. Hey, I know it's tough to find people to pitch after your warm market dries up, right? That moment when you finally run out of family and friends to pitch. I don't see many uplines teaching legitimate lead strategies today, though. You see, after years of being a lead funnel builder online, I got sick of the garbage strategies most MLMs have been teaching their recruits for decades. So whether you simply want more leads to pitch or an automated MLM funnel, head over to secretmlmhacks.com to join the next free training. There you're going to learn the hidden revenue model that only the top MLMers have been using to get paid regardless if you join them. You're also going to learn the 3-step system I use to auto-recruit my downline of big producers without friends or family even knowing that I'm in MLM. If you want to do the same for yourself, head over to secretmlmhacks.com now. Again, that's secretmlmhacks.com.